Tell me one thing, Patricia. Now, you are in Panji City Corporation. You're co-opted there, and basically because of also garbage thing. And Bangini has been already selected there as a site,
Yes.
but Bangini was just not for only for Panji, if I'm not mistaken. Bangini थंय एक major plant येवची आणि बाकीचे सगळी थंय garbage येवची, that kind of thing was there. Now government is saying no, we want to shift it from Bangini.
No, I don't know how government is saying we want to shift it from Bangini. I was surprised reading this also in the Naveen Times today that Bangini abandoned. Bangini is very much, it's going on, and the CCP is working hard to see that the plant is set up in Bangini. The place is for the CCP and probably can take waste from around that area also.
Yeah.
So that can be worked out. And I really think that, the High Court, in fact, has, this matter came up in the High Court and in a writ petition 2 of 2007. And the High Court has issued orders that the CCP has to go and set up a plant in Bangini. So there's no way that, we say Bangini abandoned. I was really surprised to read this. See, if somebody doesn't know exactly what you're putting up in Bangini, the church and people all think that, a waste treatment plant is dumping of waste. Now, they should understand that a plant or a treatment plant is not really dumping of waste. And I'm sure if the church authorities explain that this is going to be a proper treatment plant, that is going to be really with the best, like the state-of-the-art technology, I don't see why there should be objection from the church. And the church is very socially minded, so I don't think they would object.
There's been a dialogue
Besides,
with the church.
I don't know if there's been a dialogue. Besides, I think the church is
a very... CCP level?
No, because church is only the statements we hear. There no church authorities have come and said that, don't set up the plant in Bangini. And the church, I think, is a very disciplined organization also, would not go against court orders. So I don't see how, this is just an excuse, I feel, that this one's objecting, that one's objecting. So the CCP actually is making all efforts to set up the plant in Bangini.
Pradeep, tell me one thing now. You have been working with municipalities, you have been working with panchayats. And what's up thing lok oppose kartale garbage naka. What was it? The opposition is to the plant or dumping? What is it?
म्हाका दिसता सर opposition जे लोकांचे असता हे बरो फंक्शनल प्लांट पळोवंक ना म्हणून आसा. आता तुमकां उदाहरण जे हांव दिता ते आमचे पेनादी फ्रांसाचो जो धाकटुलो गार्बेज प्लांट आसा तो एक गार्डनान आसा. जेन्ना पंचायती कडेन जागो नाशिल्लो आमी सुरवातीक गेले तर 50 स्क्वेअर मिटराचो धाकटुल्या जाग्यान जर लोकांच्या मदीं गार्बेज ट्रीट जावपाक शकता बऱ्या पद्दतीन सो मागीर लोक तुमकां अपोज करिना. सो लोकांक बरें करून दाखयलेंच ना जाल्यार लोक अपोज करतले. म्हाका दिसता दर इज नीड ऑफ स्ट्रॉंग IEC, इन्फॉर्मेशन एज्युकेशन कम्युनिकेशन, आनी लोकां पर्यंत आनी जो कमिटमेंट दिता त्या दवरपाची गरज आसा. कित्याक इट इज व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सस्टेन द कमिटमेंट्स. इट्स इजी टू गिव द कमिटमेंट्स. सो म्हाका दिसता ती गरज आसा विश्वासान घेवपाची लोकांक. आनी हे पळय आतां स्पॉरेडीक एफर्ट्स कोण म्हणटा बांयगणी करतले कोण म्हणटा करचे ना हे वेगवेगळे जे खंय निर्माण जाता हे निर्णय खंयच्यान भायर जाता हे खंयच कांय पत्तो लागना. सो म्हाका दिसता हे पद्दतशीर जावपाक जाय आनी लोकांक विश्वासान घेवन हाका प्रायोरिटी दिवन करपाक जाय. सगळे प्रश्न सुट्टले.
So what is it? Dumping is a problem.
Dumping is definitely bad. Dumping is not allowed under the Garbage Act. When you dump waste, that's the problem. You have to treat waste. So I believe in segregation of waste and treating of waste. So once you segregate waste, there's no problem to treat wet waste.
Patricia, I can't understand. To me, Dokijan, can you throw little light on this problem? Okay, people are opposing not the plants but dumping, and government is just not coming out with any plant but just go on dumping. That is one thing. The major problem, whether it is in the villages or in the cities or small towns, okay, is that garbage is just mixed and dumped. Atan ती segregate करून बसून जर dump केली, don't you think that a lot of problems will be solved?
नो सर. कित्याक जाणात आजची परिस्थिती पळयत जाल्यार 95% जो खर्च संपूर्ण भारतांत जाता तो फक्त ट्रान्सपोर्टेशनाक जाता आनी ओनली हार्डली 5% एक्सपेंडिचर इज डन ऑन एक्चुअल ट्रिटमेंट. दीस आर CPCB फिगर्स वॉट आय एम टॉकिंग. सो 5% खर्च करून आमी कितें ट्रीट करतले? दीज आर ऑल एवरेज इंडियन फिगर्स. इन गोवा I am not talking about CCP or anybody, but there are quite good efforts done on treatment. But one thing is there, if one day your plant fails and people get smell, remember people will not accept it because people don't want any problem. And this basic attitude ki maji waste how treat gena, I should be responsible for my waste, this somewhere has to be imbibed and proper technology has to be done, then only it is possible to solve.
See, when I look at waste from the village, if waste is segregated into wet and dry, now wet waste segregating in the village is, treating in the village is not so difficult. Maybe the people will do it in their own backyard. They've been doing it for years. They'll feed it to the cats, dogs, whatever. There might be a problem where buildings have come up in villages and there are different composting units, or you have different ways, maybe in-vessel technology or anything to treat this sort of waste. That is not a problem. Now, government has come up with schemes. There are two schemes. One scheme is on this whole plastic, plastic meaning all waste is called plastic waste. Whether it is the type of waste I showed you also is called plastic waste. Basically dry waste. To separate that waste. So collection would be done in a village, say once a week. People keep their dry waste at home, which is not a difficult thing. Once a week this waste is collected, kept in one place. The scheme is that the government contractor will come and pick it up. Now the rest of the part is how you bail it and where you send it and all that. But the unfortunate part is, though these schemes are there, all on paper, right now there is no government contractor that picks it up. The contract of that contractor expired somewhere in December last year.
Panchayat is provided funds. Government provides funds to Panchayat for this.
Government provides 50,000 rupees to the Panchayat
per month?
Per year, because you don't need 50,000 per month. You need to collect your waste from the village. Maybe the contractor would take some to 3,000 or 4,000, 5,000 a month to pick it up. So you get, earlier it was 25,000, now it has been made 50,000. Probably if need be, government may even increase that figure. But after this collection is done, it has been done in many villages like Parra, it has been done in Merses, it's done in Varka, and many villages this thing has been done. But the government contractor doesn't come, and simply because no order is issued to the government contractor since the month of January, and excuses that first it's code of conduct, then it is some accountant goes on leave or whatever. Until today the thing is not issued. So government will is important.
Only 2 minutes are left, and I want to touch a very, very important this thing. आता government सांगता की they will identify the technology. After technology is identified, then they will go and visit. They will visit and come, and then they will convince the people. They will take NGOs, people also, and then they will finalize on. And then again tenders will be floated, and then the work will start. So though they say 1 year, it will take 1.5 years. Anik एक 1.5 वर्ष तरी गोंयां भितर garbage treatment plant proper जायत अशें आसना. Till then what?
Till then what is, I think, now for the villages, these schemes that are there, I think government has to take it seriously. Government has formed a monitoring committee. The monitoring committee can monitor provided the systems are in place.
Or main thing, like you said, that under science and technology itself, a cell can be formed which centralizes and then things about all this.
Helps all the village panchayats. There are a lot of...
Not even handful people have taken the benefits of these schemes. For last 5-6 months, we are asking the plastic collector to come. They have never been able to come because
no, they have not come because they didn't get an order. So it's a simple.
But what happens? These administrative lapses lead to segregate. These are essential services and problems aggravate. And it's very difficult to control because we are the stakeholders, and it becomes very difficult to convince. पत्रकार फोटो काढून घालता की हांगा सगळीकडे पडले, पण ते तो वरना. म्हणजे हे सगळे सिस्टम्स कागदार दवरून म्हाका दिसता काय जावपाचे ना. हे इम्प्लिमेंट करपा खातीर बेगिनातले बेगीन मेकॅनिझम जाय तरच कितें तरी जावपाची आशा आसा.
Exactly. So I think government has to be very serious about this part till the time the plant comes. Let it take 1 year, let it take 2 years. But this has to be done in the meantime. Otherwise, another part is enforcement. Enforcement, whether it is of the rules on plastic, the 40 micron rules, enforce that seriously in entire Goa. This is very important to get out all that sort of waste.
Even there are provisions to levy taxes in the Act. If you see NBD Act 1996, there are provisions where you can put, right at the packaging level, you can put cess.
Exactly.
The provisions have been made, but I don't see they have been implemented. I think people need to know this Act properly.
Yes.
The enforcing bodies, and then implement only that Act. Till then, the matter will be controlled in a better way.
म्हाका दिसता खुबशी चर्चा जाल्ली आसा आनी ह्या चर्चेंतल्यान बऱ्योचश्यो गजाली भायर सरल्या कारण खूब 2 जाणकार आमकां मेळ्ळे, ज्या जाणकारांनी बरीचशी माहिती दिली. पूण शेवटी ही माहिती तांणी दिली आनी सरकारान बोट दाखोवप दुसऱ्या कडेन आनी सरकारा कडेन खूब सोंपें. पूण शेवटी एक बोट जरी दाखयलें 4 बोटां आमचे कडेन आसतात आनी शेवटी ही वेस्ट सगळी आमीच क्रिएट करतात. हांगा कांय सजेशन्स आयिल्ली, ती सजेशन्स बरी आयल्या. तातूंतल्यान एक म्हणजे सायन्स एंड टॅक्नॉलॉजीच्या अंडर एक सेल तयार जावचो आनी वेगवेगळे टॅक्नॉलॉजी जी हांगा गोंया भितर वेगवेगळी म्युनिसिपालिटी वा पंचायती करता ताजे खातीर सेंट्रलायझेशन जावचें जाल्यार कितलेशेच प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व जावपाक शकतले. दी सेल कॅन मॉनिटर. त्याच बरोबर त्या कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरांक ऑर्डर दिवप आनी कितें कलेक्ट करपा खातीर पंचायतींनी मुखार सरचें ह्यो गजाली करपा खातीर. आनी पंचायती जर मुखार सरल्यो आनी जर घरां भितर जर आमी जर वेस्ट जर सेग्रिगेट करपाक लागली, एक प्लास्टिकाच्या आयदनां परस दोन आयदनां आमी घेतले, एक आयदनां भितर ड्राय घालतले, दुसऱ्या आयदनां भितर वेट घालतले जाल्यार कितलेशेच जातले. पूण नॉर्मल संवय आमची की अशें सगळें काडप, गुटलावप, पिशवे भितर घेवप आनी अशें करून उडोवप, हाजे शिवाय आमी कांयच करतात ती एकच गजाल, मागीर सरकाराक गाळी घालपाच्यो. वेस्ट आमी क्रिएट करतात. ते जर आमीच जर अर्दे जर जाग्यार घाली जायत जाल्यार हे प्लांट येयसर पंचायतींनी फुडाकार घेवपाचो, बाकीची सगळ्यो गजाली जाग्यार घालपाच्यो आनी आमी सेग्रिगेट करपाचें. हें जर केलें जायत जाल्यार कितलेशेच प्रश्न सुट्टले. अशे तरेचो एक सूर ह्या सगळ्या चर्चेंतल्यान आयिल्लो आसा. तुमी दोगी जाण आमच्या स्टुडिओ भितर आयली आनी ह्यो गजाली सांगल्यो, पूण तुमचे आमी उपकारी. पळयत रावात प्रुडंट मिडिया, द ब्रेक अवर.